Is the US economy headed for trouble? This is a headline I've seen over the last handful of weeks. And while the US economy is extremely dynamic and there are a ton of inputs to its trajectory, I think there are two really important factors or trends to watch as to where the economy is headed at any given time. Those two are the unemployment levels. So, do people have jobs? And what does consumer sentiment and spending look like? So, are Americans spending money or are they not? And there are two charts that just came into my inbox this morning from two totally different sources that paint a bit of a negative story around consumer spending. And they're often related to the unemployment rates because if people have jobs, they're going to spend money. And if they don't, they're not. That is essentially a correlated twosome in that factor, which is why they're both worth paying attention to. One is from Apollo, huge alternative investment manager. They're tracking shipments into the US. So from China, and from the rest of our trading partners where we get a lot of our consumer goods. Both are at yearly lows for 2025. And shipments have slowed down a ton, and a lot of that can be chalked up to tariffs are increasing the price of certain goods, and consumers are balking at those prices. So they're slowing their spending down. The other one is a lot more domestic rather than imports. But looking at fast casual restaurants, so Cava, Chipotle, Sweet Green, they threw Wingstop in here. I'm not sure if it fits the narrative here, but essentially places where people are going for, call it healthier, upscale, but quick lunches. All of those shops have seen really great growth through Q4 of last year, Q1, but all of a sudden in Q2, they're all headed for a little bit of negative growth. Kava is the only one that eked out some year over year growth in Q2. The rest are reporting lower sales. And is that a sign that people are worried about their income, worried about their employment, and starting to scale back on the things that are a little bit more premium in terms of what they're buying for lunch every day? Worth paying attention to some anecdotal, sort of under the cover chart information here that could be indicative of what's to come. What do you think?